Hey dolls! So first off, I want to apologize for any shakiness or out of breathness or anything like that that happens in this video. I'm filming this on my iPhone with the flash just so it's a little bit more convenient, which you'll see why. There's kind of a few tight spaces I have to go around and stuff, and it would be kind of hard to film with my big bulky camera. But I'm going to be filming the cage tour for my little ratty Luna Rose. This is a custom little cage sign that I had made from someone on Etsy. I will link their shop below. And then right up here on top of her cage, I just have a tub with her food, some snacks that you guys have already seen before, and then just, you know, some little treats and things like that. So that is what is in the upper tub. Also, I always keep handy toilet paper because she will use it as bedding. So I'm going to pick this up and move it. And as you can see, I do not have a Critter Nation. I really want a Critter Nation, but unfortunately I don't really have the space for it right now, so we're making do with what we have. And she has so much out of cage time. I will literally just open the doors and kind of let her run around my room. So she gets a ton of exercise. That's why having the cage, you know, a certain size isn't really that huge of a deal to me, because she has so much out of cage time. Rebel's inspecting her food and stuff. Hi, big boy. What you doing? Okay, so I just redid her cage. I just cleaned it and did everything. So I guess we'll start on the bottom layer. She's going kind of crazy on the top layer. She's loving the new hammocks and stuff that I just put in. She hasn't, oh, she's tearing up her fleece. Okay, so there are a couple things that I still want to tweak a little bit. So, you guys will kind of see that later on, but we're going to venture in here and see if she doesn't try to escape and everything. And I have lipstick on my hand, so ignore that. Okay, so starting on the bottom layer, I have her pink litter pan. I also have one in blue, and she's trying to escape already. I also have one in blue that I got from an eBay seller. I will link it in the description box below. Just make sure that when you order through them, if you were to get one of these litter pans, that you definitely include a message to the seller when you are checking out. Because when I first ordered it, they sent me a blue one, and I had assumed that I was getting pink because all of the pictures on the site were pink. She's going to be very distracting through this video, so I apologize for that. But all of the pictures on there were pink, so I was assuming that I was getting a pink one. Just make sure you thoroughly read the description, basically, and make sure you leave a note to the seller, or maybe even message them before you make your purchase, just stating what exact color you want. I believe they come in pink, blue, and yellow. So I do have a blue one, and then I later got the pink one because that's kind of what I originally ordered. All right, and the bottom of her cage is just solid, so I lined it with fleece. And right now in her litter pan, I am using Carefresh, I believe. I really don't want to use Carefresh because I have heard negative things about it, that it's too dusty for their respiratory system. But I do have it set to where she is using the grate, so she will go potty in there without actually coming into contact with the litter and like kicking it up and stuff. So I don't really have to worry about it too much. I'm going to finish the bag that I have, and then I'm going to get some like paper pellet bedding. All right, and then I have just a little cat toy, just jingling around in there. She keeps wanting to escape, so I have to keep putting her back in and grabbing her. Okay, and then back here we just have a hard plastic Hello Kitty. With rats, you can pretty much put anything that is really hard plastic in there. But if they show signs of starting to chew on it and stuff, definitely take it out. She hasn't shown any signs of wanting to chew on it at all. It is actually hollow on the inside, so sometimes I like to fill it with treats so it'll make a little noise, like a rattle or something jingling around. And there she's in her little hammock right there. And then this little thing right here is called she just jumped on my arm. Look at her, she's going crazy. Luna. This little thing right here is called a lava ledge, and they're kind of for chinchillas or just various small animals, and they are edible. Well, they're chewable. I don't know if they're exactly edible, but They're really helpful. They're kind of like concrete, so when they jump on them, it will help file down their claws, and if they start to chew on it, it will also help file down their teeth. And I got this from an eBay seller as well, which I will link below, and these ones do also come in pink, blue, and yellow, and you have to kind of specify what color you want. So back here, I just have a corner wooden ledge, and as you can see, I just put Fleece on top of it. I just have Fleece kind of set on top of it because she was peeing on this. She is litter box trained, but usually only for poo. She kind of just pees wherever she wants, but that's the beauty of the Fleece, is you can just take it out once a week or twice a week and throw it in the wash, and then it's good as new. So I just kind of laid some Fleece on there so she would pee on that instead of on the actual wood itself and make it all gross and everything. So, and then I have this, you can't really see this, but it is a hammock. It's got 4 little circles, so like you can hook it to the cage wherever, and it's got 2 little pockets. So there's a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side, and I just put this in here, and she seems to really like it. I'll show you. She'll kind of go in there, and I left enough space so she can just like jump down directly from there if she wants to, out of the cage. Hi, baby girl. Hi, sweetie. Yep, so she can just jump down like that. Okay, she went downstairs for a second. Okay, so the first thing I have up here is this little baby toy, and it does make noise and stuff. I just have it turned off, but sometimes during the day I'll just have it on, so like when she steps on it and stuff, it makes cute noises. Again, it's a super hard plastic, so I don't really have to worry about her like trying to chew it apart. If I find that she's trying to chew it apart, then I will take it out. Then I have her little Igloo back here that I got at PetSmart. Oh, I got this at Walmart, by the way, for only 50 cents. It was an amazing deal. That's why I got it. And it just spices up the cage a little bit. And not only that, but it gives her something to stand on if she wants to jump up on the side. Same with this little toy right here. I'm going to try and stick my phone in here. It's just a little crown with like little rattles. And it did come with like a fabric on here, but I replaced the fabric. It was like a cotton fabric. I replaced it with fleece, so if she did start to chew on it, it wouldn't hurt her as the fabric would, because sometimes with cotton and other fabrics like that, it will get wrapped around their teeth, and it just wraps around their insides, and it's really, really not good or healthy for them. I made this little pom-pom out of fleece strips. And then right up here, I have this little cat bowl that I got from Walmart, and I just keep her little chew sticks, and this is where I will put her treats and her fruits and her veggies. I use this as a separate bowl. I forgot to tell you guys, her regular food bowl is back there in the corner. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just ceramic. Just a quick tip for if you have the fleece and stuff. I not only use this to kind of hold the fleece down, but I use this bowl as well because it's ceramic and it's heavy, and it is chew-proof since it's ceramic. And her cage is like this square wiring, which you guys will notice back here on her ladder. I plan to do like a DIY thing and get a tube sock and just like run it over that, so then it is fabric covering it, and then that way she won't like, you know, possibly get bumblefoot or something like that. Her feet are so tiny right now that they will not get stuck in that. I know it seems like it's tiny, but in all actuality, her feet don't get stuck in it right now. But I did take out the ramp that was right here, connecting this floor to the little platform up here. And I actually took out the wire platform as well. And I put in this wooden one that I also got off of eBay. So it will be linked below as well. And then I just have a little bird mirror toy right there with a little bell. And she is being crazy. What are you doing, little sister? Huh? What are you doing, little sister? What you doing? Oh, yep, she's hyper. And then on top right here, I don't know if you can see this. Let me try and go in. I have this little, you probably can't really see that. I have this little, it looks like a little spaceship. They call them Sputniks, I think, in like the UK and stuff. I've only seen them available on eBay, and I got mine from an eBay seller from overseas in China or Hong Kong or something. And I will go ahead and link that below as well. And I just put a piece of fleece in there so she wasn't standing directly in it. And I got the pink and white one, of course, because the cage theme is explosively pink. And that is my heater in the background that you see. So just ignore that. And then the very last things on the top are a corner hammock from that same seller who did this one down below. It's just a triangle hammock that sits in the corner. She loves sleeping in those, and she likes to use it as like an observatory point. And then I just have this little fleece heart-shaped pillow that I also got on eBay. I also have a blue one, and I will try my best to link that below as well. And one more thing I forgot to show is her water bottle. I got this from Petco when I got her. It used to have a green little turtle that floated around in it so you could see like the water level. But long story short, a couple weeks ago I was changing out her water and the turtle went down the sink. So he went to be with Crush and Nemo in the deep blue sea, and I don't know if I will ever see him again. So hopefully he is swimming and having fun with the fishes. So I think that is it for the Luna Rose Cage Tour first edition. I do have, oh, I want to show you guys this too. Sometimes I will switch out that little cat ball for this one. This one I also got on eBay. It's a cat ball, but it like spins and you can like hide treats in it, so they kind of have to work to get their treats. And not only that, but like when there's treats in it, it kind of rolls around and makes little noises and they can play with it. I do also have like a jingly bird toy or two that I put in there sometimes, but with rats you always want to change up their cage and you always want to, you know, make things new and different. Otherwise they're going to get bored really fast. She always pulls this up right here because she wants to see what's going on underneath. So I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping this level or if I'm just going to replace it with maybe another one of those wooden ones going this way or something. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but she always pulls it up right here so she can see what's going on underneath. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but she definitely has a lot to do in her cage, and I always, you know, try my best to keep it interesting and switch things out all the time, and I just hope she likes it. And she seems to enjoy the time that she spends in there for the most part. And yes, with that being said, I guess I will go ahead and let you guys go. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I do also want to mention that I do highly encourage you guys, if you are getting a pet rat, to get two, preferably the same sex, just so that they have a companion. The only reason that I didn't get another one when I got her is because as you can see, I clearly do not have the room. And number two, I am spending so much time with her. She has a lot of human interaction. I know it's not comparable to another rat, but you know, she's getting a lot of attention and a lot of companionship just with me and like with Rebel. So there's that. And also, this isn't the first rat I've had. I actually had another rat, a female, quite a few years ago, and I had just her, and she didn't have a little rat companion or anything. She had a ton of human interaction and she did fine. She lived probably about 5 or 6 years. So I honestly I don't know, I'm just a firm believer in all they need is love, and whatever is going to happen will happen as God so sees it to be. But that's just me, you know. In my opinion, I just feel, you know, I'm giving her love, and I'm giving her companionship, and I'm giving her affection, and that ultimately will, you know, outweigh whatever. And I know there's a lot of people out there, you know, rat gurus and such, who will argue with me over this, but it's just, you know, my opinion. And as long as she's being treated well and she's getting the love she needs and the nutrition she needs and the care she needs, then, you know, what does it really matter, you know? So with that being said, I am gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will talk to you all in my next video. So until then, so long, stay strong, stay true, and be you. Okay, bye! Luna, come say bye.